Okay, here we go again. I've chosen another problem from the book. It's from section 3.2, the section on the derivative as a function. And the problem says to compute the derivatives where c is constant, and there are three functions to take the derivative of. Okay, so let's start with the first one. So if c is a constant, we can pull it out of the derivative. So this is c times the derivative of t cubed. Okay. And the derivative of t cubed is, well, you can use the power rule, bring the 3 down, and reduce that exponent by 1. So it's 3t squared. If we just rewrite this in kind of a more standard way, we get 3ct squared. Okay, so that was A. Let's do B. Okay, so for this one, we have a sum of two functions, 5z and 4cz squared. So we can rewrite this as the sum of the two derivatives. Okay. And in this first part, the 5 is constant, so we can pull it out, but instead of actually writing it out, let's just do it in our heads. So we have a 5, and then we take the derivative of the z, which is 1, because we're taking the derivative with respect to z. So we just get 5. And in the second one, okay, 4c is constant. The z squared is the thing we're taking the derivative of. So again, using the power rule, that 2 will come down and get multiplied by the 4c, so we'll get 8c. And then the exponent on z reduces by 1, so it goes from 2 down to 1, and I won't even write the exponent there, because z to the first power is z. Alright, so that was B. Now let me erase some area so that we can do C. C. Okay, so C says we're going to take the derivative of 9c squared y cubed minus 24c. Okay. I'll actually erase all of B too. Okay. So again, we have a sum or a difference of two things. So we can take the derivatives of each part individually. And instead of writing that out, let me just go through taking the derivative of each part. So for the 9c squared y cubed, remember that c is constant. So the thing we're taking the derivative of is the y cubed part. So the 9c squared will just stay where it is, and that'll get multiplied by 3y squared, because if we're taking the derivative of y cubed with respect to y, that exponent comes down and to be a coefficient, and the new exponent is the old exponent minus 1. Okay, and then we have to subtract off the derivative of this 24c. But remember that c is constant, right? So, and there are no y's in this function. So since we're taking the derivative with respect to y, not c, c is a constant. Like, think of c as 2 or 1. The derivative of a constant is 0. So our our final answer, if we gather the constants here, is 27c squared y squared.